She comes.
Well, hello, everybody. Hello, Patricia. Here we are again for our wee blether, as you would say.
Hello, Joanne. It's lovely to be here. Lovely to see you on a nice sunny day in Ireland.
Yeah.
However, it is freezing cold and
Oh,
it's revisiting winter. But there you go.
there you go. It's up and down. April is a kind of a funny month that way,
It is,
especially
yes.
this year. So before we get blethering, as we talked about, we want to open sacred space right away
Yes.
and bring us all together, and then we'll move into our little discussion.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
So let's take a moment, just close your eyes if you can do that. Not if you're driving, of course. Let's take some deep breaths, breathing in the light and breathing out anything that you don't need in this moment. Breathing in light and exhaling what can go. Allowing your body, your mind to settle into your seat. Allowing yourself to expand, begin to open to receiving a higher stream of energy from divinity. And as we settle into sacred space together, I invite in all of our councils of light, our teachers, our angels, our galactic friends in the light. We invite in our ancestors who wish to be present, that are in the light. And we thank all for coming to join with us at this time in our exploration of energies and topics that fill us up, that inspire us, that open our hearts. We are so grateful for this time and opportunity with each one. So just take another deep breath and gently bring yourself back and opening your eyes, and we will begin. That always
Mm.
feels good, doesn't it?
Oh, it does, yes. Because it means we're stopping during the course of our day just to
Yes,
breathe, take a moment, and bring yourself into the present moment. So important, isn't it?
exactly. And just as soon as I go into that space, I just feel us surrounded
Mm.
by these beautiful presences,
Yes.
that are saying, go for it, girls.
Well, they are. They're also saying it's all about love.
It
And
is.
we're here
And
to.
that is what one of our viewers said to me in a message, that the love that comes from us is really palpable.
Mhm.
And so what I'm thinking is maybe what we say is sort of secondary to the energy that we share, because we're here to help transform
Mhm.
people, uplift them, educate, but mostly to share love. And how it is expressed is how it just comes through in the moment.
It does. I'm feeling lovely and chilled now and relaxed. And
Yes.
I'm hoping that you all can't hear my lovely husband outside hammering nails. He's
Oh,
building a decking. So
oh, I
I
can't hear a
hope,
thing.
oh,
No,
that's good.
I don't hear it. So we're lucky. We are
He
lucky.
sounds as if he's digging through to Australia. But anyway, yeah, it's lovely to be here. And I was saying to you earlier how much I appreciate you
Mm.
and our time together, Joanne, because actually we used to just do this every Sunday.
That's right.
chatting between us, and then we decided to take it a
Take it
step.
on tour.
Well,
Take it
maybe
on the road, Patricia. We're that good.
so. Well, what are we going to do now? We've tuned in and we've tapped in to
Well,
our beautiful guides, and
yes, I wanted to bring up, we had talked earlier, I wanted to share the card, the oracle card that I pulled
yes,
for us
yes,
today. And I used Doreen Virtue's old Archangel Oracle deck. And so when I asked what is the theme for today, I pulled passion, and it's Archangel Hanael.
yeah,
And so it's talking about who it says, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career.
yeah,
But as I interpret that further, it brought up the question for me, and I said this to you about people often come and say, but what's my purpose? What am I supposed to do? And I always catch them when they say, what am I supposed to do? It's not
yeah,
about that. It's about what brings you joy, right? What
yeah,
lights your heart on fire? If money were no object, what would you do? Just what
yeah,
would you do?
yeah, absolutely. And one can only hope that people are asking themselves that very question a lot of the time, because it's not just about doing, it's about, well, what are you being? Who am I? Why am I here? And how can I serve humanity as well? And the wonderful thing is that when we really dive into that, we soon realize the only place that holds any answers, it's not you as a therapist or me as a therapist if they come to us.
Mhm.
It's about them going within and seeking the answers from their own heart space, their soul.
Right,
Because
right.
your soul knows everything. She, he, they know why you're here, what's going to happen, who it's going to happen with, and all that kind of thing. So
Yeah,
passion, I feel truly blessed because I have my passion sorted out, and it's not quite what I thought it was going to be. Because I've been through all the singing thing seriously and not so seriously and la la la, and I've well come out of that. I just stopped having done it since I was 8 years old
mm-hmm.
at different levels. So that has gone, and really it's, for me, it's the use of language. It's about the power of your words, and following on from that, the power of affirmations. And I find, I've written quite a few books, and they all include affirmations. But what I'm finding is I'm writing this new one. I've told you this, Joanne. But what I'm loving about it is, you've got it on your computer and you're looking at going on page after page. I'm doing 52 weeks of these particular ones. And so what I do is, of course, I'm constantly rereading and checking out what I've already done and where I'm going now. So that every time I do it, I'm topping myself up with these amazing affirmations.
That's great.
So I end up as high as a kite, still trying to sit at this wee machine going, blah, blah, blah. And but it is, and I think, wow, and at the end of the day, in some ways, I think I am doing this for myself. And then, oh, of course, I will share it. Obviously, it will turn into a book. But there's a great delight in that too, that as you help yourself, as I bring that in for me, then I'm helping the collective. And of course, I'm contributing all of that. And I think that's something we need to remember. We're always affecting the collective. I've probably said that before on here, because I feel passionate about that. There you are. There's my
There you
passion.
go. Yeah, yeah.
Speaking to people, helping them move onwards, upwards. Just a word here, a word there, just to to help them get inside and really connect with the heart, the soul,
Yes. Yes.
and the higher consciousness. So
Mhm.
that's where your passion is. And it is very much in, strangely enough, it's in the third and the fourth heart chakras, but it does need to be supported by grounded energy and aligned to the cosmic universal
Yes.
consciousness. You were saying to me earlier that somebody was querying the use of Sananda. What is Sananda? So it's like the three stages of Jesus. I mean, we first get introduced to Jesus as Jesus, little baby, carpenter working through life, and then going into when he becomes Yeshua, because he's stepping into his role as being a teacher, a master, spiritual master, if you like. And then when he ascends and goes to the cosmic Christed consciousness, that's when we refer to him as Lord Sananda.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad you think I've known that forever. I haven't. I probably about 6 months ago,
Mm.
it suddenly occurred to me that the Lord Sananda, there is a different quality to that energy, and it's a higher vibration.
Definitely.
So obviously it just finds you
Mhm.
as you are rising up in that, and it finds you, and you're happy just to hook onto that and go up on the trolley as if you're going skiing down Mount Everest, but you've got to get up to the top of the mountain first.
Yes. Yes, exactly. You know,
It
I
gives
was
you joy, doesn't it? All that kind of
it's absolutely. And another thing I learned, gosh, a number of years ago, let's say 25 years ago or so, I was sitting in a talk by a psychologist. And she was talking about how if you want to get a hint about where you're supposed to go in life or what your purpose is, look at what you did automatically as a 5-year-old child. Like,
right.
what was your play?
Yeah.
And I was very clear about what I wanted to be. I wanted to be either a nurse or Little Bo Peep. I thought, I don't know how I'm going to accomplish Little Bo Peep because there are no shepherdesses in Baltimore.
Well,
So,
there could be as of tomorrow. We might see you going up and down the high street or so
exactly,
with your flock.
with my flock. That's true. It could have been metaphorical, my
Indeed.
metaphorical flock. But anyway, as it turned out, I wanted to help people with healing, like when my cousin got burned by some hot water. I was a child and I nursed him. So it occurred to me, okay, so there's that program deep in my cellular structure as a child
Yeah.
about wanting to help people. And the only thing that I knew in this reality was nursing. That's what women would do,
Uh,
is become a nurse. And I explored that. And then I realized I didn't like blood and,
no.
things
Mm.
that are excreted from the body. I really didn't want to get into that. So, so
TMI. TMI.
well, I didn't get specific, as you know, but so but that was determined. I mean, that showed up very young in my life that yeah, I wanted to be a healer. And
Yeah.
so what did I turn into? That's my passion for
Healer.
healing and for helping people. And that's what I do. But it took a while as an adult to get introduced to the various forms that could take.
Yes, absolutely. And I can totally empathize, relate, because when I was wee, I had my own bedroom. I was very lucky. We'd quite a big house in Glasgow, and I had a bed, and I had a great big one of those big, I don't know what they call these mirrors these days, huge mirror,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a blackboard. I don't know, I must have got it in a Christmas present. I would only be 6 or 7. So I used to set the blackboard up at the end of the bed, and then I had all the dolls and the teddy bears along the back of the bed.
All right.
And I was teaching
You
and
were
I was
teaching.
thinking back. And that was what I
I
did.
love it. Yeah.
So of course, when I came 18, they were saying, right, what are you doing? You'll be going to Craigie Teacher College in Ayr, la la. I just said, no, I'm not. I'm not. I'm going into, it was a bank I chose to go into at the time. And I just observed that decision. I thought, wow, because I did end up, of course, teaching spirituality and all of these
Yeah.
things,
Me
talking
too.
a lot of things,
Yep.
and sharing what I understood with loads of folks. So, and that makes my heart sing. I just love that because I love having
Mhm.
fun with people.
Oh,
And
yes.
yeah,
That's where
it's
you and I match up again because our lives really have been so similar.
absolutely.
Now, I have never worked in a bank. I am not good with numbers, so I steered clear of anything like that. But in terms of we were both singers,
Oh,
we were on the
yes,
stage. We always used our voices,
yes, very much.
for singing, for teaching, for leading meditations, whatever it is. So,
Yes,
um, yeah.
great.
So
Yeah,
we do track very well.
we do. I always remember. I always remember. I think it was one of the workshops I did in Hawaii. There was a lady there from New York, and yeah, and we were just chatting in the bathroom as you do, in the ladies.
Yes.
And she said, what have you done? Blah, blah, blah. So I was saying, oh, Louise, hey, teacher. And she would say, so was I. So, I do that too. And I would say, and I do something. Yes, I do that too. And then she just suddenly took off. She says, I hope you won't do this that I'm doing. I'm having such a detox. I'm spending half my life on the loo today.
Gosh.
I said, thank you for sharing.
Don't let me hold you up, please.
But I mean, honestly, but I was quite struck by that lady for a number of reasons, but it was like a total mirror. And
Yeah.
she was from New York, and to me at that time, it just seems amazing, because
Yeah.
when you're growing up and you're growing into this spiritual thing, you can, as your mum would say, your spiritual thing.
Yes.
And you can think, oh, is anybody else getting this? Or is just this me getting these messages? Then suddenly there were a whole world of people who understood what I was getting. Whereas, in my family and all of that, I was regarded as off the wall, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, reassuring. So yes, passion will out, whatever your passion is, it's there. And that you were thinking it might be good to do a meditation, Joanne, around that.
Yes, I thought it might be good for all of us
Yeah,
to do a meditation guided by you about leading us into that heart space where those seeds of our passion are living.
yes,
Help us
yes.
to access that.
Okay.
That would be lovely.
Well, we shall do that then. Let us not stand upon the ceremony. Now, somebody else asked another question. A lady
Mm,
wondered what I did. She didn't know me, she knows you.
yes.
And I guess we did that at the very first one. However, right now, I tend not to be in the slightest bit bothered about my qualifications because they're there, they're built in, and they
Yeah.
come forward as necessary. But I am a fully qualified psychotherapist, hypnotherapist, EFT practitioner, color therapist, sound healer. I mean, really, I have a lot of uh, certifications and qualifications. So
Mm,
that's where I come from, and I guess it just grows, doesn't it? And it embeds, and then there is no need. I really don't find any need now to even think about it because I just feel I am that I am present, I am here.
yes, but that wouldn't answer the question for my friend.
know.
That could be very disappointing, Patricia. It's like a cop out.
It is, I know, but it's and all of it was necessary.
Huh.
Yeah, and
We
then you're
built a
out.
firm foundation. We have large toolboxes
Yes,
and we have a good foundation. And I really think it's all about just remembering who we are
yeah,
at soul level anyway. Like we didn't just learn something out of the blue that our souls in some point in time, some dimension hadn't already
yeah.
played around with,
Mm,
and knew intimately. So we're just remembering and bringing that stuff forward.
we are indeed. So let's take ourselves to a lovely place
Yeah.
today. And when you're ready, just closing your eyes. And the first thing that we're going to do is allow ourselves to let go of that external experience, whatever was going on around you in your room. You've taken it all in, you know what's there, and you can allow yourself to pull back from that outside world and just allow yourself to drop down into your inner realm, as it were. And perhaps realm is a good word to use because it indicates that you would be the authority in that realm, which is absolutely correct. This is where you hold sovereignty. You are in control of every single thing. And when we really get that, and I mean really get it, then you will know that you can and do take responsibility for every single thing that happens to you in your life. And that can be tough at times as you think, well, why did I cause this illness to happen? Or why did that happen? I was so sad, or something like that. And it is about understanding that you are creating as you have been seeded to do, because there are people, beings coming into your life as well that cause you to react in certain ways. And most of these certain ways cause reactions and growth. It's how you deal with all of that and you evolve through that. So somebody who's having a really, really quiet life, you probably think, oh, nothing really seems to happen to them. They're just floating through. That's possibly how it might seem to you, but they are actually receiving and doing whatever is needed. So, when we know that we're creating, we're not creating it alone, we're co-creating with Mother, Father, God, with the higher beings, the higher dimensions. We're being guided. And quite often it's a good thing just to say, that beings who are harnessing the powers of the forces of good are also focusing with me on my life to co-create in perfect harmony that which I need, which will cause me to evolve in the light to the highest vibration, to the highest degrees, to activate more and more divine love within every cell of my being, every cell in my blood, every cell, every connection in my DNA, the telomeres or telomeres, can't remember, I think it's telomeres, I'll get it right yet, but they are all connecting you, your heart, to the heart of Mother, Father, God. So let's just think what I've just said. I am connected, absolutely, total, to the heart of Mother, Father, God. I invite Mother, Father, God into my body, into my physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies, and into my beautiful heart, my beautiful heart. And I am listening to my heart because he is guiding, because God is residing within my beautiful heart. So just take a deep breath there, just breathing. One more, just breathing in. So there we are. There you are. I see you deep down in the depths of your being. I see you within this beautiful cave, within this beautiful vaulted ceiling with bright candelabra around, just beautiful rays of light. I see you sitting in a chair. I see you and your guides all around you. And they are encouraging you to dig deep, to go within. As Joanne was saying, there are seeds within you. Perhaps there are seeds within you that you have not as yet activated. Some, as we were discussing, are well activated, so well activated that they're over, they're spent. We're into the next phase. This is what this time is all about. Rebirthing, reactivating. So what is in your next phase? So I'm seeing you, and you really are, you're putting your hands on your heart. You feel the pulsation, because Mother Earth is grounding you to her amazing heart. And you are a child of this universe, so you feel the cosmic pull from above coming down and aligning you to the Christed energy. And you feel that energy, knowing that it is protecting you, that it has already surrounded you with divine love at the highest vibration. And now when we come back down, we still see you seated there, but hang on a minute, you're only 5, maybe 5, 6, or 7, and I've shared with you that I would have been in my bedroom teaching all my dolls and everything else, whatever they had to be taught. You heard what Joanne was up to. She had it all sorted as well. What about you? What about you? What are you doing? What could you see? It's perhaps a seed that hasn't as yet germinated. It hasn't sprouted yet. So let's try and fast forward, if you like, that mechanism. Put your hands around that seed. It's like a bit like Jack and the Beanstalk, because suddenly it's going to sprout. And there's this beautiful green shoot coming out, new life, new love, new. Because we collectively, the collective consciousness is birthing a new cosmic experience for Earth, for Mother Earth. And just like any other being on this planet, sometimes she shakes. And when she shakes, all the platelets rearrange themselves. It's like her spine is just opening and releasing. There are earthquakes, there are tsunamis, hurricanes, all kinds of things happening, kicking off in the climate. Mother Earth, just letting you know, a little reminder from Mother Earth. She's reminding you she is the embodiment of the divine feminine. She is reminding you of how powerful she is. She is reminding you of your connection to her through your feet, through your roots, and to listen to her. And listen to her trees. They are the emissaries of her soul, her spirit. And God, of course, overseeing all. Your divinity, the divine master. And so I'm asking you just to see the aspect of you right beside you in that place. There's a little girl or boy putting their hand up. Guide me, please, Mother, Father, God, to that which is for me. And let there be no mistake. Let there be no hesitation. Let there be no doubt as to what you would have me do and be. And you know, in that being, it may just be that you need to sit in a chair and beaming out your love and your light to everybody on this planet, every person who is in peril, every person who is hungry, every person who is needy, and all the other people too. Anyone who is ailing, needing healing, you're sending it out. And you're telling other people, you're sharing with them, here's how I do this. But then, of course, you've also got your unique message. And you are consciously activating that right now. How do you do that, says you? You announce it. I am activating in this present moment, right now, my unique message that I am bringing to humanity. Because you know, humanity is fighting, if you like, for its very existence at this time. We need to step up to the plate and step into as much light, really activating our light and shining it brightly as much as possible. That's it. And I wonder if you could join me wherever you are. You may not hear me. I don't know if these might pick up sound, but I am just going to make the sound of ah. And hopefully it won't cut out because they will feed stuff through me. You know, just get used to using ah. Because within ah, God programs everything you need to be knowing. Now you will feel that because I am feeling the tingles in my whole body right now. That's where we need to be. They're saying, make the sound of ah, ra. So breathing in. Ma. Ah. Ra. And breathe. Capture that sound into your being, for they have sent you a message. And it's coursing through your blood, pulsating through your body. And it's a messenger from the light. It's the messenger from Mother, Father, God. It's the messenger from Yeshua ben Joseph, Lord Sananda. Messengers are with you, but you will only hear them when you are still, when you are listening. If there's too much clatter around you, they can't get through. So take time just for you. So just listening for a moment. Oh. Ah. Ah. And you know, in this moment, the doors to heaven are wide open to you. And all your guides are coming through. They're clapping. I see them laughing. Guess what? They're filled with joy because they know your passion is activated. It's like that beautiful seed that had germinated. Now it is this beautiful green shoot. And in the days, in the weeks and hours to follow, all will be revealed. And you will give thanks, because being grateful for all of this, we are so lucky. Mother, Father, God, we thank you for your guidance, for your love, for your faith in us, that we will, as your humble servants, bring your messages forward and help others step into the light. So just taking a deep breath, beloveds, dearest hearts. We give thanks to our own hearts. My goodness, they've really worked today. And our lungs and our bodies and our DNA, everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bless you, putting your roots right down into the ground, right down to her heart core. And also from the crown of your head up to the cosmic Christ. And really just locking in there. It's like locking into the mother ship. Good. What good work you've done this day. So thank you for your time. Thank you for joining us today. And you're going to come back very slowly, very gently. When you do come back, I want you just to be tuning in and thinking as to, have you got other friends that might enjoy our journeys together and stepping into new aspects of themselves, because they're welcome here. All are welcome. So as you open your eyes up.
Lovely. Now I'm good for the rest of the day. I want to do nothing.
No.
Except enjoy. Sit here and enjoy. It's a beautiful day. Thank you for that, Patricia.
You're very welcome. I'm just going to check with you. Did you feel yourself vibrating at one point? Did you really feel the connection?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I was
Yeah.
getting tingly all around my head. and just
Yeah,
I could feel the presence of my
yeah,
guides and
yes.
angels with me. So yes, very much.
But it's just good to get, feedback and to
Oh, we
know
like that. Yeah.
even across, I mean, how far are we away? The whole of the Atlantic Ocean between us. I
As
think
we know, there's no time and space. It's all an illusion.
I know.
I'm
I
right next to you. I'm
You
sitting
are.
right
I
next to you.
always feel you are.
What did you say?
I'm saying I always feel you are. I do feel.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of
Oh,
odd that we have an ocean between us, honestly.
I agree. I agree.
But
Well,
so
perhaps folks will put a few messages up if they got a message or something they want to
yeah.
do, they
Well,
can put up on this thing.
of course, we're recording this so that I can post it on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
And I invite anybody who's listening always to leave a comment. And also, it's so important. I've learned this from listening to thousands of YouTube videos that if you could like and share and subscribe to us, we certainly would appreciate it.
Yeah.
If somebody watching even has one friend that
Yeah.
they think would enjoy what we're doing, send it along. I know my friend in Georgia, Misai, shared it with one of her friends in Japan. So
Oh,
that's how
very
it gets started. So we have entered into Japan.
Oh, that's
Isn't that
great.
great?
Lovely.
So
Yes.
yeah, we would just love everybody's help. If you like it, if you like what we're doing and want to continue, then please consider supporting us just by liking and giving
Yep.
us a thumbs up. That would be great.
That would be fab.
It would.
Okay.
All
So
right. Well, I
until
think
next time.
yes, we've done what we wanted to do. I felt passionate. Did you? I was very
Oh, yeah.
passionate about what we were doing.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So lit
Yes.
me up, Patricia.
Absolutely.
All
So
right. Well, have a wonderful rest of your day.
yes, and to you and everybody listening, and we will be with you again very soon.
Yes. Namaste.
Namaste.